So this is my face with the hydration. I've done all my skincare from the Gentle Cleanser all the way up to the Laura Geller Spackle. So I have cleansed, toned, put a serum on here. We're going to have to talk about serums at some point because I'm about out and I've got to make a decision about what I'm going to do with that. So that'll be fun. And then on top of the serum, there was a moisturizer, and then on top of the moisturizer was Vaseline, and then I put and an eye cream too, and I put the Laura Geller Spackle on top of that to prepare for my makeup. So I'm nice and moisturized, and I'm hoping that the Laura Geller Baked and Brighten foundation will go on really smoothly. Okay, y'all, so the disembodied voice needs me to look at something in the back room, so I thought I'd just come in real quickly. I've done my concealer, and then I put on the Baked and Balance foundation from Laura Geller. And this is, I've used this before in a video. This is the Jones Road Miracle Balm Palette 1. This is mini ones. I don't know if this is available anymore. If it is, I'll try to find out. But you can get the Miracle Balms, but this was a really good deal. They're expensive. So I am going to take, this one is Dusty Rose, Pinched Cheeks, and Happy Hour. I'm going to take Dusty Rose and Pinched Cheeks and mix them. And this is the part that some people find interesting, is that I take these balms and apply them with a brush over my hairline, basically, and down here in the hollow, sort of hollow, beneath my cheeks. So I take them and mix them. I just go back and forth. And then also here at my neck, it just gives a nice blushed look without having a real line of demarcation. I also will put it down the sides of my nose. Right? So, and occasionally, if I weren't going to do my eye makeup, I would do this on there. And you know what? I might go ahead because it adds moisture and it doesn't do anything but add a blushy kind of effect. See how that works? So that gives you like a very simple approach to a fresh face, I guess. So I'm going to go help the disembodied voice, and then I'll be back to put on my eye makeup in just a little bit. So I don't always use my brushes the way that they're meant to be used. This is an e.l.f. concealer brush that I like to use as an eyeliner brush with either dry or wet eyeshadow as the liner. And then this is a Wet and Wild brush. These could be such a good deal. I probably got that at the Dollar's Tree, the $1 and Quarter Tree. You know what I'm talking about. So that is not really marked for anything, but it is a an eye brush. It's got a nice little place to put your, oh, puppy, don't be sad. Boba Fetch is about to go get his yearly update, annual physical, whatever, at the vet. And the handy helper and I are going to AmVets to drop off some donations and look around. And Boba sees all this activity, and he's a border collie. He sees all this activity, and he's like, what's happening with my pack? People are going in different places. So he gets a little anxious. It's okay, Bobby. You're going to be fine. And so this is a Wing Me brush. And this is kind of a, for the corner of the eye, I think I don't use it that way. And this one I've had a long time. This is a detail brush for eyeshadow, and I just use it typically in the crease. So I have been trying my palettes out. You remember I said that I didn't want, if you've seen this video, if you haven't, go and look at all the videos because I think you'll enjoy them when you have the time. But I said I was going to use more of my palettes instead of just sticking to one palette and using it till it's done and then just enjoying my palettes, right? I'm going to enjoy my palettes. So this is the Morphe Matte Essentials 9B, and this is the Morphe 9W Smoke and Shadow. And I used these the other day together. We'll see if I use them together today. I really was going to go into the Matte Essentials here and use this today and try to find all my colors from here. So let's go ahead and be, you know what, I might use the silver out of here, but let's go ahead and be bold with our liner. Here's my folks. Hey, y'all. I'm almost done with my eyeshadow, and then we can run our errands, okay? So, I'm going to use, oh, y'all, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this green. This green is called, is that Ditzy or Mini? You know, it might be Mini. I'm getting confused with the back of the thing. But I'm going to just dip this little concealer brush in there, and then I'm going to come in like that, and get a really bold color. And I'll smooth it out a little bit later, but let's first come in here and get a really good bold color underneath the eye. Again, I apologize, as I have before, for using y'all as a makeup mirror, but it makes sense to do it this way, doesn't it? Okay, a little more than I intended, but that's fine. I can smooth that out. And then I'm going to go ahead. This green is pretty, isn't it? I'm going to go ahead and come up here. Oh, this is where I struggle. This is where I struggle with this brush. Helps a lot. And do that on the side, just as a little pop of bold line there. And later that'll resolve itself in several ways. A little bit there too. As y'all know, I am not precise with this stuff, but it ends up looking all right. And long, let me get out one of these Q-tips, and this is what I was talking about. When I said smudging, I just get the Q-tip out and make everything look like it's on purpose. When it's so clearly not. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And then we'll go ahead and come in here with the lightest color in the palette, which I think is Eyelet. Yeah, now I'm back with it. I'm back with it. This is Eyelet? No. Yeah, it has to be because the green is gingham. So this is Eyelet. Let's just come and sweep that over. And it looks so haphazard, but you know, we think about so much precision with stuff like this, but it's really not something that has to be precise. People aren't going to get right up in your face. And if you like the way it looks, that's what's important, right? You have to like the way it looks. That's the most important thing. So I'm going to go ahead. I liked that so much. I'm going to come in with isn't that pretty? With the gingham in the crease before I put something blushier over and I mean, that's green. That could look like a bruise, but I like it. And again, that's what's important, is our liking the way it looks on us without anybody else having anything to say about it. I'm just going to smooth that out with that fluffy brush, this one, right? And then we're going to come over this with this. I like the way this Wing Me brush has dense packed bristles that pick up a lot of pigment. And so I'm going to come in over this with Sundress. Let's do that for spring. In honor of spring, let's do Sundress. So again, I'm going to pack some pigment on here, right? And come over what I did with gingham. Oh, I like that. I'm going to look in the mirror this time too, and that'll take y'all's responsibility for being my mirror out of the equation. All right, let's do the other eye. I like that. And I just picked up a lot of pigment. Like I said, I also sometimes use this in the crease, and this one's the one I most typically use in the creases, I think I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to come in there. I already put that gingham in there, and I like that, but I'm going to come in with something a little bit darker. There's a nice mustard color here. And again, this is just all experimentation. Yeah, I look like I have bruised my eye, y'all. That mustard might have been a mistake. Oh my gosh, but I'm going to do it to both sides anyway. My nose is starting to get a little itchy and runny. Oh, here are my tissues. Oh, sorry about that. Super necessary though. Oh my gosh, I don't know, y'all. I'm fine with it, but let's just go ahead and, ooh, I'm making all kinds of messes here. That was my breakfast plate, which I need to take back, or get somebody to take back for me. So I'm just going to blot this down. As you see, it's not really taking off that much color, but it's blotting it down a little bit together. You know, I'm okay with that. And I think when we get out in the sun, it's going to look nice. And I just like trying new stuff. So it kind of, a little bit of it matches the wall behind me, but that's fine. So I'm going to come in and let's just see what happens if we do this. Just all giggles. I'm going to come in with my pinky, and I put it in this silver, which is from the 9W Smoke and Shadow Morphe palette. This is Silver Storm. And we're going to, you know, I like to put just a little of that there. And I think I have enough left, yeah, for over here for a little bit of a, I like it. And again, that's what it's about, right? It's about whether or not, we like it on ourselves. And other people will usually just kind of be comfortable with who we are if we're comfortable with who we are. And again, if they're not comfortable, you know, they're going to have to figure out a way to deal with that. I'm going to do another video about my mama and something that she used to say, one of the expressions she used the most often. I'm trying to look in my makeup bag without my glasses, and it's not working out. What am I looking for, you ask me? I am looking for my mascara, because that's going to finish all of this off. Okay, y'all shouldn't have to watch me look for my mascara, so I'm going to find it and then come back. In looking for my mascara, I realized I hadn't highlighted it all, so I'm going to do that. See, it just pops a little brightness on there. I like it. I like it. We'll go ahead and do a little bit at the brow bone, even though you're like, lady, you have done enough to your eyes. I'm not speaking for you. That's not what you said. That's what I said, right? So, I don't know if I'm going to powder down today or not. I don't think I am. I'm trying to just keep that moisture in. And, y'all, this is dangerous. Let me use this one. Get that there. Not going to put a lot on because I don't want to take a lot off. But just to give it those little spikes for mascara that look like a finished eye product, and trying really hard not to, yeah, I like that. Trying hard not to poke myself in the eye, trying hard not to have, ooh, I'll be back, y'all. Trying hard not to have any kind of smudge with that underneath the eye, because that's a little irritating when you smudge your mascara. I can't get that closed. Okay. So this is what I'm going to go with. I'm not going to use any powder, and we'll see how it works, because I really do want to emphasize the moisture in my face. And so I would dust a little powder on, but I want to see what happens if I don't. I'll see you in a little bit, and thank you for helping me put on my makeup. Our little downtown trade depot for our village, not the main downtown that we were filming the other day, is having a little renewal. Isn't that nice? It's so pretty.
What do you think of that?
Our little downtown. So pretty. It's our fire department. Here we are at Aunt Vet's. Donation time.